May 15th, 2017. That date marks a decade of me living on this rock called Kauai. In this video, I'm going to share with you my experiences of spending the last 10 years in Hawaii. Now, when I first moved out here, all I wanted to do was get a job, work my 8 hours, get paid, and when I was off, surf, party, and just screw around. I was over having to carry the load of being a self-employed graphic designer, but it didn't really work out that way once I got out here. I still ended up being a subcontractor. But in the big picture, it all worked out for the best. You know, it's like my grandpa used to tell me, I've never worked harder, but I've never been happier than working for myself. And in that same breath, he would also go on to say that his boss is a real jerk. After about 2 years of just being a beach bum, it just got old. I was asking myself, you know, what am I going to do with myself for the rest of my life? Is that how I want to go out, just being basically a drunk on the beach? The answer was no. So I took a break from drinking and partying, took some online courses about finding my passion, and really got focused in on what it was that I wanted to do with myself. And the answer to that question was, man, I wanted to make art. I wanted to be able to make a living doing what I love. I really turned my life around in the last 10 years out here. I quit smoking, I quit drinking, I got rid of a lot of my unhealthy habits. Taking those online courses really kind of kick-started my game and got me off my ass and really got me to thinking about what I wanted to do. The key thing that really stuck with me is like, what do I want to have on my tombstone? And I just didn't want to be another ding-dong surfer on the beach. I wanted to be more than that. And it actually was like the phoenix rising from the flames. Just things got way better for me after that. I really did some soul searching and got very serious about my art. I got on top of my health, really started addressing my own spirituality in a more serious framework, and from that time on, things have just gotten better for me. So I took a few more online courses and did my best to learn about internet marketing, and I was at it for about 4 years. I was blogging once a week. I was making tutorial videos for YouTube. It was a good experience and I learned a lot, but sadly, I wasn't able to make a living selling my art online. I was spending countless hours online using played out strategies learned by the gurus, and I wasn't even making art or content that I enjoyed anymore. I really started to see my art sell once I got it into retail locations and started putting the focus on face-to-face sales in the real world, locally here on Kauai. Since I've got here, I've had a lot of cool experiences. Met a lot of good people, made a lot of good friends. I was a stand-up paddleboard instructor. I started Artiki, my small little Hawaiian tea business. I'm getting ready to open a new venture with a good friend of mine. I got my first motorcycle out here. I learned how to screen print. Been on a biplane with Uncle Sasquatch. What do I like about living in Kauai? Oh, it's obvious. You know, the weather's just amazing. It's a beautiful place to live. I love riding my motorcycle out here. I love going surfing. And there is aloha out here. There's a lot of aloha. If you put the aloha out, the aloha comes back to you. I firmly believe that. I've been blessed with cool people to work with and work for.
What do I not like about living out here? Not having my people close by, not having my family and friends, you know, within spitting distance. Not that I'd spit on them, but you know what I mean. There's email, there's Skype, there's Instagram, there's social media, but it's not the same as having your peeps, one-on-one with your peeps, so I miss that.
Another thing I don't like about living out here is the bugs. I'm constantly getting bit by bugs, and if they're not biting me, they're moving into my stuff or eating it. The geckos aren't much better. They're little buggers too. They like to crap all over my things and startle me when I'm not paying attention.
The chickens suck. I don't like the chickens. I think they're the little jerkies responsible for the mites that bite me. Plus they're noisy and they wake me up and they crow all day and night. I try to use them as a, you know, some sort of a reminder that look where I live. I live in this beautiful place. It's like, welcome to Kauai! Welcome to Kauai! Welcome to Kauai!
So I'll tell you what, I'd rather have roosters crowing than car alarms going off.
I had a particularly bad year where my car broke down, I lost my job, I was moving out of a house and I was getting into it with my landlady, and yeah, it was just it all happened during New Year's weekend, so I couldn't rent a car. It was a pretty bad situation. People ask me a lot, do you ever get island fever out here?
And to be honest, I don't. Every now and again, I get a pang to take the bike out and drive a little further than 45 minutes north or 45 minutes west.
I can't even do a loop.
But there's still a lot of ground on this island that I haven't covered. So I can't really honestly say that I've covered every square inch of this rock. Now another question I get asked fairly frequently is if I ever have problems with the locals out here. And the short answer to that is nope. Yeah, I've gotten some stink eye here and there. There was a guy in the water one time that was giving me some static, but it wasn't a howly local thing. It was a jerk in the water thing. He was giving the little Korean girl problems. So this guy just had issues.
Those are my complaints out here. I live a pretty peaceful life out here and I couldn't be happier. Living out here has been a wonderful, amazing experience. I am so blessed and so lucky to be able to call this island my home. I can't imagine living anywhere else, to be honest with you.
Hey, if you're down with my kung fu, why don't you do me the fine favor and do a little dance on that subscribe button so you never miss a beat. I'll see you next time. Aloha.